So today I've come down to a lake that I came to, oh God, so many years ago with my dad. Only been here once, and that was all that time ago. Probably 20 years, I reckon. So I've come back today with the idea of I've got one feeder rod out, and I've got a float waggler. I've got a waggler float there on the other rod, which is a new rod that I bought, and this is the first time I've had it out fishing, and it's really good actually. Really enjoying using this one, and it's the Daiwa Matchman pellet waggler rod, and got a reel to go with it, which is a Shimano Sienna, and that so far that's proved it's really good actually. And on the other rod I've got me Kaizen with a feeder on, so I've been catching loads of roach, and I had a perch and a couple of carp with the Daiwa Matchman rod, and so that's one working well. And on the other one, the Kaizen, I've had all carp. I think I've had 5 carp in total now, and it's good sport. I've been catching all day, and as soon as I put a bit of sweet corn on with a float rod, getting an indication straight away. So I'm just sticking a bit of corn on now. I come out today because they turn around, they said that all this rain we've been having, this is the first time we've had a day with no rain for a while, and so far it's right, and had no rain, and the sun is just coming through the clouds a bit, which is nice. So look at that float out there. Yeah, it's all good. I'll show you the lake. Let's turn that round and show you the lake. Right. So that's the lake. You probably see my float out there. Let's pull that down a little bit so that you can. That's my little float there. So straight away I'm getting like, look, there we go. Oh, it's been like this all day. So when the lady come round and to take her money, I said, how much do I owe you? And it's £10 a rod, which I thought was a little bit expensive. There we go, another roach. Look at that. There we go. Yeah, so I thought that £10 a rod was a little bit expensive for what it is. But I paid her, and yeah, I've been catching lots of fish. But if I go over stones, it's 11 quid for 2 rods, you know, not 20. And there you go. It is what it is. Everyone's been friendly enough. So that's all good. But there's plenty of fish in here. I mean, we're getting loads of bites, and there we go again, we're in again. Oh, now he had it for a second there and he let it go. So it's like a match lake really. I don't know where this wind's come from all of a sudden. So I've plumbed the depth and set up some fishing on the bottom. There we go, that's just lifted, look. I've got to watch that other rod, that's the only thing. And then we're in again. There we go, another one. Oh, it's another little roach. So yeah, let's turn this back round. So, one of my favourite fish is roach. It reminds me when I was a boy. And I think roach was the first fish I ever caught. It was either that or a bleak. But I've always liked roach. I'm not one of these that are fishing for big carp. I can't get excited about that. But they've told me there's some tension here, but so far I've had no indications of that, nothing. But like, as soon as the float hits the water, they're interested. You can see little knocks, so there's an indication there now. So yeah, it's good sport. It's catching fish. That's what it's all about. Every now and again you get a carp on the float rod, and that's fun. But the rod itself, this new rod, it's really holding up well to anything. I mean, carp, they weren't great carp. They were probably 2 or 3 pounds, but the rod perfect. So liking this rod, I bought the 12-foot one. They do different sizes in it. I've got the 12-foot one this time. And the other rod, the Kaizen, that's a lovely rod. And I've got 2 of them, but I left the other one at home today because I wanted to spend some time on this float rod. And what can I say about the lake? I love the features. There's lots of reeds that you can fish towards. I like that. That's where you're going to catch the fish. And there's lots of trees around it, so you're a bit shaded from the wind. Which is a good thing. It's not really deep, this water. It does tend, I've plumbed it, and it does go down the further you go out. But I reckon I'm fishing at around about 2.5, maybe 3 foot in places. And I've just fished just a tad over depth, so that I get indication. I put quite a heavy shot on the bottom, so that's where it's actually holding the float. and then I've got like, I think it's 4 or 5 inch, 5-inch hook length, so it's quite tight. There we go, it's another little, no, that's something on the way down there. Yeah, good sport. What's the time? How long have I been fishing? It's only 11:48. I've been fishing probably about 3.5, 4 hours, and I must have had so far 30 fish. There we go, let's have another little knock on the float. There we go, in again. These roach are lovely. Let's get that. There we go, look, these lovely little roach. Lovely. And that sun's coming out again. I'm going to fish till about 4:30. I'm going to leave here about 5. So by the time I walk back to the car, Linda's out tonight. My wife she's out meeting her friend to have a catch up every now and again. And I said I'd drop her off and pick her up tonight, so I want to get home in plenty of time. I'll have a bath. So I've got 2 bits of corn on this one. Let's see if we can catch something just a little bit bigger roach maybe. That'd be nice. The perch wasn't too big, it was nice to catch a perch, I mean, but it wasn't a big one. Love to catch one of these tench, but I ain't got no worms, and that's what they love. I found using the sweet corn, some of the roach are getting slightly bigger because I was using the maggots this morning. I've got loads of maggots. I was using them this morning and there was some really small roach, so the sweet corn's definitely helped that. So I'm having a go at my 2 bits of corn on there, and someone is having a tug on it now. Let's put a bit of ground bait in there. Nice to be out. There we go. Oh, that was unlucky. Nice to be out again. Apparently next week it's going to be nice most of the week. It's going to get quite warm, so I shall probably go back to Stones next week and fish there. So Horsham Lake, it's it's at Upchurch, in Kent, just through the village of Upchurch, just between Rainham and Sittingbourne. So not far from me. This one took me about 20 minutes to get here. So you're putting two bits of sweet corn on this one. The roach are not taking it in, they're just sucking on it. There we go. Oh, so he's just sucking it. I'm going to take one of them off, I think. Nice and quiet here though. So I've gone down to one piece of sweet corn and I bet you we start catching them again. We've had hardly any wind at all today, this morning so far, and all of a sudden the wind's coming from somewhere and it's just causing a lot of ripples on the water. There we go. There we go. There's another roach. I do like roach. Good old fed bait, sweet corn. One of the better baits. I bought a couple of oh, look at that. I bought a couple of sandwiches with me today, and one of them is prawn. So what I shall do a little bit later, I'll when I have my prawn sandwich, I shall take a few prawns out of that and try fishing with them. And it's surprising, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but we'll have a go with them and see what happens. So I've been looking for a club, fishing club or fishing society, because I wanted to do some, I wanted to go to a few places local, and these societies now, they own the waters, so, and if you want to fish a river, really you need to be in a club or society that look after the stretches of the water. So I've had a good look at some of the clubs out there, and there was one that struck me straight away because it's got some places that I've been to and I've seen people fishing, but I knew that it was a club water, and I didn't know who the club was, but now I've found them. I sent them a message, and their membership is actually open right at the minute. All through June they're looking for members, so I sent them a message saying I'm really interested in joining, and I got a reply this morning giving me the instructions on how to go about joining the club. So I'm going to actually join this place because they own stretches of Moat Park Lake, which I know there's some nice fish in there, and I wouldn't mind a few days there. And there's also a lake that I took a photo of at Hofield, and it looks lovely. I mean, the picture was lovely of this lake. There were some people fishing when I took the photo, and they own that, so that's private. You got to go through the gate, so you get a combination for the gate, and no one else goes in there. So yeah, I'm going to give it a go, I think. And they look after a few farm lakes, so they're always worth a try. How much was the membership? It was 70 for me, being a OAP. It was, oh, there's a carp on the float. How about that? If I can get it in. Oh yeah. It's another carp on the float rod. So it was £75 for the year for me. But there was because it's the first time I've joined, there was a charge of extra 20 quid for the first year. So look at this. I'll tell you what I've noticed. All these fish, all these carp that I've had out have got bad mouths. They've been ripped to pieces like that, look. Absolutely terrible. And the reason for that, I know the reason for that. They have a lot of kids fishing this lake, and they just yank them in and it ruins their mouth. So the carp, everyone that I've had has had a bad mouth. Not great condition, these fish. Which is a shame. You don't like to see things like that, really. Yeah, look after the fish. These kids, they don't set their clutches up properly, and that's the problem, really. Where are they? So I'm going to go back to Stones next week. I've heard Sheppey Bridge, where there have been murders with the Sheppey Bridge. It's one of the expansion joints on the bridge broke down, and it came out the ground, so they shut the bridge. They got the highways people in, and they've been trying to do a temporary repair because it's going to take 3 months to get a new expansion joint made. I don't know why it's going to take that long, but that's what they're saying. But I've been told day before yesterday by a friend of mine that the bridge is now open again, and they've taken all the cones away, so they've made a temporary repair, and then when they get this expansion joint back and it's made up properly, they'll put that in, and that'll be the permanent repair. So at the moment the traffic's flowing, but it's been causing chaos. Some people have been 4 or 5 hours queuing up trying to get back on the island. So hopefully it won't go back to that next week and I can drive over. Right, so, oh, there we go again, another roach. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy good. Look at that. The only trouble with these roach with bit of sweet corn, they do take it down a lot, so it's disgorgers. Get the disgorger out and get the hook out. Oh, the other thing I've bought with me today, and I've not needed it yet, I bought, let me have a look, turn that around. I bought one of these Horsham day shelters because I thought if it rains again today, then it'd be handy to have that there. So I put it up, and it's really good, easy to put up. It's quite stable, got it pegged down, but I'm not actually use it because we ain't had no rain. So, but yeah, I should be doing a proper review on that once I've had a chance to really test it out. So I'm going to carry on fishing. You can see how productive it is here with the roach and that. Good to have a little few hours sport on the float rod. So yeah, like I say, had some carp as well, so it's a bit varied. I was hoping that there would be bream in here, but he told me this morning there ain't none. So I'm going to leave it there. From Horsham Lakes in Kent, and tight lines everybody, take care.